In May 2026, the platform that created Delta Lake made Apache Iceberg a first-class citizen in its catalog. Not a compatibility mode, not a translation layer. You can now create a native Iceberg table right next to a Delta one with full parity. If you followed the format war, this is the moment it officially ended. So what actually changed? Three things. First, automation stopped caring about the format. Managed Iceberg tables get the same background maintenance as Delta. Files are compacted, data is reclustered as query patterns drift, and statistics are collected, all without a human scheduling anything. Second, access became a protocol. Catalogs now speak a standard Iceberg REST API. An engine asks the catalog for a table, and the catalog hands back short-lived credentials, scoped to exactly that table's files. Row filters and masks are applied before the engine ever sees a file, so governance follows the data, whatever engine is asking. Third, and this is the one to watch, control moved up into the catalog. On managed tables, the catalog decides where data and metadata physically live. Tables from outside catalogs are read only. And if you ever want to leave, you may be rewriting petabytes to get your metadata back. The format no longer locks you in, the catalog can. So the real question for every data team has changed. It is no longer which format you choose. It is who governs your metadata and whether you can walk away with it. Let us make that concrete. When you insert rows, the engine writes new Parquet files and then appends one small entry to the log. Add these files. When you delete, it appends another. Remove that file, add this corrected one. Each entry is a commit, and each commit is a new version of the table. A reader just replays the log up to a version and gets one consistent snapshot, no locks, and no half-finished states. That is what makes time travel possible, and it is why many engines can share one table safely. Delta writes this log as JSON files in the Delta log folder. Iceberg records snapshots and manifests under metadata. The same idea in two dialects. So where does that leave you? Ask one thing of your platform. Keep the table self-describing with the metadata next to the data in your own storage. Never lock behind a catalog. That is how DeltaForge answers it. Turn on two table properties and every commit writes both dialects over the same Parquet files. Spark, Trino, or DuckDB can read the table directly with no export job, no second copy, and no sync to wait for. And the deeper point is ownership. The log, the snapshots, the manifests, all of it lives inside the table directory itself. There is no catalog you cannot walk away from. The future of the Lakehouse is not Delta or Iceberg. It is one directory that speaks both and stays yours. DeltaForge, one table, every engine,